Hey guys, this is Doug with fellowshipofthemartyrs.com. I'm shot some video. I'm going to show you here in just a minute. I'm going to edit it all together about a place here in Liberty that I believe the Lord has sent us to claim. Not necessarily we're going to own it or anything like that, but just that it would be used for the kingdom of God, because if it gets used for the enemy, it could be really bad. Now I said something in this video about the Hunt brothers and Lamar Hunt, and of course Lamar Hunt's dead, but I'll get that in a minute. But I don't have any way to substantiate what I said about Hunt brothers or Hunt Midwest as far as what's really behind it all. What, you know, Ivy League, Illuminati, whatever. I have no personal knowledge of that or whatever. So I'm just disavowing that right now before you get to that part in the video, and acknowledging that for all I know, they love Jesus with all their heart, and He's already talked to them about using this whole thing for the gospel in the end times and whatever, and turning all of their resources toward the Lord. So I'll leave it to God to sort that out, who's who and who's what as far as the kingdom goes, rather than pointing fingers without actually knowing or having any information. Just because somebody's rich, just because they own a big company, doesn't mean that they're skull and bones Illuminati necessarily. So I take that back. I apologize in advance of having said it, because that video comes in a minute. But anyway, the Lord is going to sort out who's His and who isn't, and we'll see what's what. But I wanted to show you this video. There are people that have come to Liberty that have had dreams and visions. Even one of the people that was in the van with me when I was shooting it saying, I've been here in my dreams before. And that was the first time they'd ever driven through there. So I know that it's an important resource. It's one of the unique things about this place. Kansas City is filled with these kind of caves, as other parts of Missouri are, and certainly lots of other places. But it's part of why I believe it's a refuge. So anyway, that's all for now. I'll play these and see what you think. Thanks. More at fellowshipofthemartyrs.com. Hey guys. I know it's kind of dark. This is Doug with fellowshipofthemartyrs.com. I am in the Hunt Midwest Subtropolis, which is right here in Liberty, just on the south side of Liberty. It's a little better. This is billed as the largest underground commercial space in the world. For whatever reason, it's here in Liberty, Missouri, or just on the south side of Liberty, but kind of a part of our zone here. And the Lord's been having us claim this for a long time, and I know that there's some reasons why He would want us to claim this, because if He doesn't use it for His purposes, the enemy could use this sucker for something really, really bad. This is a limestone tunnel system of commercial space. I'm going to turn the camera here in just a minute and show you. They have finished 5 million square feet, but there's 50 million square feet total that's been dug, and lots of companies, over 1,300 employees down here. I'm going to just drive through and show you some of the finished space so you get an idea of the scope and scale of this thing. This may be a great refuge for people to come when there's real serious trouble and devastation, or it could be the largest FEMA camp I've ever seen. I would bet if you didn't care how comfortable they were, you could jam 1 million people in here and slam the doors shut and just wait for them all to eat each other. But anyway, semi-trucks pull through here. I'm just going to turn the camera now and drive and give you a sense of this. We're going to wait for him to get out of the way. He's backing up to that dock over there. Behind these walls are all factories or warehouses, a lot of paper goods and other things that people store here. I think we're going to have to go around him. Come on. I'm just going to go straight. Okay, we're just going to go straight. Up in here is some unfinished space. They pretty much just got to paint it, waterproof it, run some lights and water, or gate it off like this where there's some trucks and other things stored back in there. Now straight up ahead is unfinished space where it's dark up there. There's no lights, there's no nothing. That just keeps going and going and going for a long, long way. Now we've had people come to Liberty and I give them the tour and show them down here and they're like, I've had dreams of this place. I've been here before. I've seen cots with people bleeding and people taking care of them. Here's a warehouse over here. I don't know if you can see in there. That's Motorcraft. It goes way back in there. I don't think we can even see that. My lens is dirty there. I want to get up here to an intersection where I can kind of show you all different directions. It's real hard to get the sense of the scale of this thing. Kansas City has lots of these caves, but this is by far the largest. See if I can zoom down there and show you. No, it won't zoom. It's a solid limestone that they've carved out, and constant temperature, 65 to 70 degrees. There you see down that way, see down that way, see down that way. This is owned by Hunt Midwest. Lamar Hunt used to own the Kansas City Chiefs and Worlds of Fun and a lot of stuff in Dallas. The Hunt brothers own all kinds of stuff. Right here we're crossing rails, okay? The whole thing is served by rails. Right over that way there's an exit where the rail cars could come in, and all kinds of docks where you could bring in your rail car, load it up, and ship it out of here to the switching yard, which is just real close to here, that we're going to show you in a minute. I'm going to keep going this way. There's a list of companies, directions to them. Hallmark Cards has space down here, the post office. There's a 90,000 square feet sub-zero freezer space right now that's available to rent. You can drive semis up into a sub-zero freezer. Here's more rails coming up that way, going that way. Here's another intersection. We're going to head for an exit here in a minute so you can get an idea. Here's another intersection. Oops. We'll go this way. You can see down that way, down this way. And this away is an actual word. If you're in Missouri, it's in the dictionary. Don't give me trouble about it. You can ask my grandma. Just like when she was surprised, she would say, "Aswan," which is a word. I don't know what it means, but Grandma says it's a word, so we're going to go with it being a word. Here's better lit space down here. We got parking for these warehouses. There's a lot of space available, and I believe that the Lord's wanted us. We've had opportunities before to talk about renting some space in here. I can rent space here for $1 a square foot per year. It's eco-friendly because you don't have to heat it or cool it. There's a big old train right there on the rails to haul the stuff in and out. We're going to come outside. Okay, cover your eyes. Now right over here, we've got a piece of the cave right here that is boat and RV storage, which is separate from the caves. That it's dug, but it's kind of walled off from the other caves. And over on this hill over here is Jager's Paintball, which is another cave where they play paintball indoors year-round in the cave with all kinds of cool obstacles and stuff like that. Anyway, right here, like you see, we got all these rails coming. The Ford plant is just up there a little bit, the Claycomo Ford plant. So they come, some of the aftermarket stuff, they bring them over here to retrofit them with whatever special stuff you ordered. There's another spot where the rails go into the cave. Other entrances up here. It's also all a free trade zone. So, what are you doing, dude? You can put... I had a signal on, and he turned left on my left anyway.
Not a cell phone.
It's not a cell phone. Anyway, right straight ahead of us is the Kansas City Power and Light coal-burning power station right on the other side of the Missouri River. Right up there where that smokestack is, right before that is the Missouri River. Over there's Ameristar Casino. This is Highway 210. Right that away a little bit is Highway 435, and that away is Highway 291 going into Liberty. So I want to stop this now, and then I'm going to give you a tour of the rail yard here in a minute so you can get a sense of how dangerous this place might be if God doesn't use it for His purposes. So I appreciate your prayer, and you know, if you want to send us money so we can buy it and keep the government from using it, that'd be okay too. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for listening. Okay, hey guys, this is Doug again. Right over there, maybe you can see the smokestack from the Kansas City Power and Light. Right over that away is the caves where we were, about 2 miles away. This is a rail yard, switching yard. Mostly they're shipping cars out of here, but right there's a big FedEx. Right over there's a Musician's Friend building. These rail cars are the ones that people talk about being people carriers for FEMA. In fact, they're car carriers. They used to have the cars out in the open, double stacked on trains, but kids would throw rocks at them and stuff, so they put them in these kind of cars. But this is, when it's lit up at night, it looks like 10 football fields worth of lights overhead and stuff. It's called the Kansas City Mixing Center. This is where they build the trains that go out of here. It's all fenced and wrapped in barbed wire. It ain't much of a fence, you know, 8 foot with a little concertina on top. It wouldn't take a couple of people to push through it. So I don't see anything that looks like they're fortifying it to hold people, but it's ginormous. I can't even get it all in the camera. Down there, it runs all the way this way. You can look at it on the satellite. It's just about at the intersection of 210 highway and 291 highway. If you want to look at Google Earth or look at the Google satellite, you can see it from overhead. There's probably 30 rail lines parallel where they build the trains and get them all in order. That's probably, okay, anyway, gotta go. Bye.